Oh, hello, Robert Colby here. Look, there's been quite a bit of discussion. Sometimes some guys might be getting a little bit over enthusiastic, but about the auto ranging time for the David Jones's new 1T1 GW. And look, it is a little bit on the sluggish side, but and look, I'll just go through that again. There were some concerns that there might have been some changes, but if we just look at it here and we connect now, you can see it go down through the various ranges, and then it ultimately gets down. And it was interesting, a post I read by David Jones himself, even though the bugger's on holiday, so he's still working, was to compare it to Keysight's 1282A, which was one of their sort of relatively new meters, and I thought I'd just bring that up for comparison. It was interesting when I was getting this fella out. It's interesting, you can see that you just jiggle the leads around, and it's not a happy camper, so it's obviously sort of quite easily upset. It's obviously very high impedance in that mode. But if you look at its auto ranging, and I'll sort of get it, and I'm closing the contacts. No, I haven't even closed the contacts. 1, 2, 3. It's closed. So you can see that takes its time too. Just thought I'd bring some other sort of meters out of the dungeon for comparison. Bringing out my old, this is probably my sort of lab favourite, the U1253B, and which is actually quite an old meter design itself. It's not an original Hewlett-Packard design. I think they got it off, I can't remember the name now. But if we latch on that sort of now, you can see it's not real rapid. Another sort of relative stalwart in the industries is the Metrahit, Gossen Metrahit. Trying to get that right and do another bit of comparison. So I'm getting a shadow just in the wrong spot. Do that. Just do that again so it's open. So now that's probably one of the fastest I've seen. There's the U1252B, the LCD version. Interesting, that sort of has that same problem as the 1282A, that if you shake the leads, it's not a little happy camper. I suppose it's very dry here in Adelaide at present. We've probably got about 5% relative humidity. It was 42 today, so it's pretty unpleasant. If you can see, if I latch now, it's a little bit on the sluggish side. I've done it before, the old Fluke 87V. And if I close that, oops, it does. Let's get it open. Here we go. Closed. It's pretty good. Looks like a bit over a second. And I'm showing my test equipment addiction here, so old Bitseeker will be happy seeing all of this, but good on him. Alright. And a Fluke 289. It's one of the new ones with a slightly different battery, so I'll get that light out of the way. 3, 2, 1. Just do that again. 3, 2, 1. So it's reasonably quick. And then I thought, sorry, this will get all a bit wobbly and probably, but we've got over here a the Hewlett-Packard 3458. It's on a one power line cycle, and you can see it's overload in the gigohms range, but I'm about to short the terminals right now, and so you can see that you know, very, very fast. 3, 2, 1. So that's certainly probably the fastest of the lot, but pretty crazy meter. But anyway, just a bit of interesting comparison. Thanks, guys.